years of this and a couple years of therapy as well, I've learned a few tricks. Welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I would give you some really quick tips for my fellow introverts out there that are looking to book perhaps a group holiday. I know that doesn't usually go in the same sentence as like introvert group holiday, or you're gonna be spending a lot of time surrounded by people. You're either staying with other people, sharing rooms, traveling, as I said, with a group of people, whatever the case may be, especially if you're traveling for a long period of time. This video is for you. I'm gonna give you some tips on how you can not deplete all your batteries, because I know, as a fellow introvert myself, being surrounded by people 24/7, even if it's people you love, even if it's people that make you happy, and it can still take a toll on you. You still need time to yourself, to recharge, to be on your own. I get it. I am the same way. And after years of honestly not knowing myself enough to anticipate that I will feel this way and what I might need to do to help myself sort of enjoy my trips, my holidays, enjoy my time with other people. After years of this and a couple years of therapy as well, I've learned a few tricks and a few tools that I want to share with you. And I'm gonna leave here some timestamps on when the different tips are gonna come up if you just want to jump ahead. A bit of context is that I will be traveling soon for a month. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm super excited to see the people that I'm gonna see, spend time with them, and to visit all these different cities, because I'm gonna be moving around quite a lot. And that is another thing that on one hand excites me, because I love to travel, but on the other hand, I know it can be super draining for me, because I love being at home. I love feeling safe in my own space. I'm excited for it. I really want to enjoy it, and I really want to make the most out of it, because I go for several periods of time without traveling, and I work from home as well, so perhaps some of you can relate. I don't see people as much in my day-to-day life, so when I have these chances of getting like a concentrated, super packed period of time surrounded by people, I want to enjoy it and I want to be at my best. Overall, my overall top piece of advice, and you might see it coming, is that you need to find ways in your trip to have solo time. At least once a day, I would say. Like, at least once a day, especially if you're traveling as part of a group and or staying with other people, sharing a room with other people. And this might mean that you don't have your own space because you're sharing a room, you're staying in a sofa bed, you're just not having your own space and your usual routines to do on your own and all of that. So the overall theme of this portion of the video is gonna be finding solo time for you to recharge. Now, we're first gonna start with some easy daily mini-scapes that you can do. And this is all without, like, things you can do that are easy, that will not take too much time, and that at the same time are not gonna seem like you're being mean or you don't want to participate with the rest of the group. No. They are seamless ways and have little times to recharge and to connect to yourself. So I prefer to do solo coffee runs or matcha runs or tea runs. I don't know, whatever it is that you and your friends or your group of people or the people that you're staying with like. So you go on your own to get the coffee, and you, even if it's a 5-minute coffee run, a 10-minute, 15, I don't know, just a little amount of time to yourself to just go on your own, walk and enjoy the place that you're visiting, enjoy your surroundings, people watching, and just you and your thoughts alone. It's a generous offer. You're benefited in two ways. On one hand, you're drinking a delicious cup of coffee or tea or matcha or whatever it is. You're doing that. And on the second one, you're managing to squeeze in some alone time seamlessly and in a way that is actually generous and like beneficial for the rest of the group, because they also want coffee, but perhaps they're getting ready, or I don't know, they take a longer time to get up, whatever it is. You can just be like, don't worry, I'll go get it for all of us, and that way, you have some time to yourself. Tip 1. Tip number 2 is to wake up a bit earlier or stay up a bit later than everyone else. Now, I don't want you running on empty and having like a really bad sleep time schedule. Obviously, like, you're not super tired. If this works for you, do what feels right, basically. You can use this time when everyone is sleeping for yourself, for some non-verbal, much needed time. So I would say, and I know that not a lot of people are journaling type of people, and that's completely fine. Don't skip ahead just yet. I think it's really important is if at least you dedicate 1 minute of this alone time that you're making for yourself to just check in with where your headspace is at, with where your feelings are at. How are you feeling? Are you feeling very tired? Are you feeling very drained? Or perhaps super energized, super excited, or perhaps you're a bit anxious and you're feeling a bit homesick. What are you feeling? Where are you at? And once you figure that out, just figure something you can do that day. It can be with your group, perhaps propose going to some place or having a little chat with one of the people that you're with, or do something on your own if you can find the time for it. But this will allow you to know that throughout the day you need to focus on this one thing. This will allow you to keep in mind where you're at and what opportunities might come up throughout the day for you to take care of yourself, even if it's in just one tiny little way. Understanding throughout your trip of what you need and how you're feeling, and this way you will avoid getting super drained by the end because you never checked in with how you were doing. Perhaps you're having a blast and you're having such a good time and your social battery is fully charged, your social cup is charged, you're feeling great, then fantastic. Then you can just say, okay, I'm super grateful for this. I want to make the most out of this. I want to take pictures with my friends today. That's great. Then you know you're great. But if you're not feeling that great, then this is a great way to figure out what you can do to take care of yourself a little bit. Even if long-winded way to say that if you wake up early, or if you go on a coffee run, or if you stay up just a little later than everyone else, and you manage to make some time for yourself, at least the first couple of minutes to check in, see where you're at. You can journal about it. So you can look up on Pinterest journaling prompts that will help you figure out how you're feeling, how you can help yourself. Other options for my girlies not intrigued by journaling or have never really caught on to the hype of it, read. If you're reading a book, you can just dedicate that time to read and just sort of like escape. Doom scrolling, I wouldn't normally suggest doom scrolling, but I think if you do it for like 30 minutes, let's not spend hours doom scrolling. Plus, I don't know, I don't really think you'll have the time to do hours of doom scrolling, especially if you're just like moving throughout the day, just going to different places, visiting, all of that. I honestly don't think that when you're traveling you have that much time to spend on social media. So this is the only reason why I'm putting this here, because it will be non-verbal time that you'll just not be thinking about anything. You'll just be watching funny TikToks, watching your favorite YouTuber. I don't know what it is, but like you're getting ready routine and doing it on your own. So pick your corner of the house, of the room, the bathroom, whatever it is. Pick your little corner where you're gonna get ready every day. It can be for makeup and skincare, it can be just for skincare, it can be just for doing your hair, whatever it is. It can be like a 5-minute routine. It doesn't have to be a 20, 30, 1 hour routine. Whatever suits you. Pick your corner for daily getting ready routines. And if you like music, play some music. You can do it with your headphones on if you don't want everyone listening to your music, or if people are still sleeping, whatever it is. And do it slowly. Take time to get ready. Take time to enjoy, again, that non-verbal time where you're just putting on your makeup, you're doing your eyeliner, you're putting on face cream, your sunscreen, putting on, you're perhaps doing a really cool braid hairstyle. I don't know. Now, those are the easy to do daily things that you can do when you're on a trip. Questions are also easy to do but are more time consuming. We're being realistic here, so I don't think you'll find the time every day to do this, and you might not need to. If you wake up earlier or go to bed later, as suggested in my previous section, you can listen to music or a podcast, watch a series or watch a movie, preferably one that brings you comfort and that you usually would watch when you're at home. You can just do that in your phone with headphones on and just kind of like tune out the world outside. Then you can also take a little walk on your own, one around nature. So it can be going to a park or a walk on the beach on your own. The third one is, and this might sound counterproductive because this involves other people, but it's not the people that you're with. So this one is call your family or your close friends or anyone that obviously is not there with you on the trip, because why would you call them? Call someone that is almost your go-to comfort person. And this is a great way to sort of like separate yourself from the group for a little bit, have some time for yourself, have a valid excuse to separate yourself from the group, and just kind of relax, debrief with that person, have a little rant if you may, or just talk about anything else. You can talk about the trip that you're on actually and tell them like, oh, we've done this and this and that, or you can talk about something completely different. Now, this might help you even if it's not time completely for yourself because you're talking to someone else, but this might help you disconnect and change the scenery of like people that you're with. And this is not to like throw shade at all to the people that you're staying or traveling with, but this will allow you to sort of like escape that reality for a bit. Some extra tips besides making time for yourself. So this go on a completely different category. First thing is to pack something with you that brings you comfort and reminds you of your home or your room or just the space that you feel safe and comfortable in general. This can be packing a plushie, a jelly cat, it can be your emotional support water bottle, it can be your pillow. Some people do that. I used to do it when I was a kid. Well, my mom used to do that for me. The next two things are more about like mindset. First one is to remind yourself that when you go back home, you're gonna have as many days, as much time as you want. You're gonna give yourself as much time to hibernate, to not talk to anyone, to just watch your favorite shows, movies, read. Have that time once you get home. Right now, recharge that like social cup and truly enjoy the other people's company in a way that feels genuine to you. And the final tip of this video is, important of all, is to don't force yourself to have fun all the time, to be social all the time, to be the life of the party. That would just drain you more. Silence doesn't have to be uncomfortable, and I know that perhaps many of us know that, and sometimes it's not us that make it uncomfortable, it's just other people feel uncomfortable with it. But if someone asks you why you're a bit more quiet, you can just say you're appreciating the view or the food, just deeply listening to the conversation, and you know, got lost. Or you can tell the truth. Again, it depends on the group of people that you're with and your relationship with them and how you are and your personality and everything. But you can also just tell them the truth and tell them, to be honest, I'm tired, but it's fine. I'm happy listening to you guys. I'm just a bit tired, you know? And it should be completely fine to say that to anyone. But I know that depending on the situation and the people, all of that context to say that, or you might not feel like you're gonna be understood, which sucks, but I know it can happen as well. That's all for today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope I gave you some useful tips, and I hope that you enjoy your travels or your holidays or your time with others in a way that feels right for you. And that's all. See you in my next video.